And we're starting, you know, on a rather sad note because late Monday or late Tuesday, you know, news trickled in about the death of Deputy Commissioner of Police, who is stationed here in Lagos, in the Lagos Command, and now friends and family of the DCP in question, who was serving with the Force Criminal and Investigation Department, Alagbon, Lagos State. His name, Gbolahan Oyedemi, are yet to come to terms with his death, especially the manner of his death. The DCP reportedly took his own life, and his body was found on Monday hanging in his private house in his hometown, Ogbomosho, Oyo State. And the DCP Oyedemi served as the aide-de-camp to the late former governor of the Oyo State, in Oyo State, I should say, Adebayo Alao Akala, during his 11-month tenure as de facto governor in 2006. According to reports, the deceased, who normally visited his hometown during the Easter celebrations, had told his aides over the weekend to go to their various towns to celebrate with their family members, leaving him alone. Sadly, no one knows what could have pushed the late Deputy Commissioner of Police to taking his own life. Apparently, that's the narrative that is circulating at this time, looking at the manner in which he was found hanging in his private home at his hometown in Ogbomosho, Oyo State. No one knows what could have happened. He appears to have been well loved, well respected. Talking about DCP Gbolahan Oyedemi, who was actually serving here in Lagos, but hails from Ogbomosho, Oyo State. A sad one indeed.
A really sad one. I was reading through the story even before I got to know that we were going to have this banter on it, and I realized that in dealing with mental health issues, it doesn't mean that you don't get happy physically, but many people face a lot mentally and psychologically and all of that. So it's quite a saddening situation, because family members did not even know the situation, what was happening. He told, like we read, he told his aides to leave, to go home and stay with family while he was alone at home. So it's quite a serious situation, and it shows that we need family support, because from what we've read, family members were not in the house with him. A lot of things might have gone through his mind. We do not know if he has a family around, maybe not in Lagos or not in Ogbomosho, immediate family members.
Some
and all of that.
reports say he was unmarried.
Yes, that's what some reports are saying. But we do hope that the family will have, God gives the family the fortitude to bear this loss. And of course, the police force as well lost a gallant officer in him. It's quite disheartening that the DCP will hang himself in apparent suicide, allegedly. But the police is saying that they will conduct a thorough investigation into his death. From what we have heard, his house has been cordoned, so no one can go in, of course. So the extended family members will have to wait till the police conduct their investigations fully before they can have any take on the burial plans.
And incidentally, the deceased was said to have been promoted.
Yes.
Following his gallant role during the 2020 NSAS protests, you know, that circulated across the country, and he was said to have, you know, played a rather gallant role, earning him
many accolades, yeah.
Many accolades, and eventually promotion. And if it were to be depression, because there's also another angle to the story that says he may have been battling some form of depression. It you know, just behoves on us all that this is you know, this has become a real collective duty for everyone to play a part, while we encourage people to speak up over issues that are bothering you. There is also, the duty on people around to also be our brother's keeper and, look out for the welfare of people. Don't be so, drawn into your own issues that
you forget that you have people around.
You fail, right, to even look around, not even your immediate, family members. There could be some things, there could be some pointers that we are overlooking. I know you covered the story of the young lady who committed suicide, at a bank.
Yes, I followed up on the story in
Yeah, I know you followed up on that story, because that story too was also very puzzling. Here is somebody with a job. Okay, maybe she was unmarried at the time. She even had a side hustle that she was also pursuing, and all of a sudden just excuses herself, goes to the bathroom, and then they don't see or hear from her again, only to find that she had, swallowed, a very, very poisonous substance.
That story, at least we knew her reasons. She wrote a letter to that effect, saying that the economy was hard, she had siblings to take care of, and nothing was forthcoming, nothing was really working for her, and all of that. But for a lot of people, that's not a valid reason.
Enough.
It's not reason enough to kill yourself. There's a saying that when there's life, there's hope. There's always hope at the end of the tunnel. And for this situation here, it's quite disheartening that we see that people take this route out to, like, growing up, I know that we had this family unit where everyone comes together. We used to like the fact that we'll sit with our grandfather and he will tell us stories, tales, and all of that under the darkness of the night. And so we had this bond where we could relate with one another. We could talk till today. I still talk with some of my cousins, both those in Nigeria and abroad. We still have relationships and all of that. So it's important that those times come back. We're living in times where everybody minds their business. No one wants to interfere into what's happening in the other persons, but we need to show some form of care and empathy towards, even if it's just to relate and sit down sometimes just with friends and family members to, relieve a lot of things so that you don't get into that depression that will make one to commit suicide. It's quite a disheartening situation where we are seeing that this is just a DCP, right?
Absolutely.
We do not even know how many people have committed suicide that has been under the radar.
Right. Another quick, implication to all of this is that it's not just about the person who wants to commit suicide. If one realizes that they are still dependents, there are people who could even be in a worse off situation.
Yeah.
If one decides to take that drastic route, perhaps if we further impress that on people, to want to have an extra reason, to stay alive for yourself and for your loved ones who are dependent on you. I just hope that, we get to talk some more about, these things and, get some, traction in all of this. May the soul of